This is Rebecca. She's about to save thousands of dollars by hacking new tax cuts. How, you might ask? She's figured out how to take advantage of President Biden's landmark climate bill, the Inflation Reduction Act, to get money back by renovating her home and buying a car. Let's start with the car. Rebecca's wanted an electric car for a while. She's sick of paying for gas and wants to lessen her contribution to air pollution. The first decision that she needs to make is if she wants a new or a used car. There are a few requirements for a new EV to qualify, with the main ones being a percentage of the critical minerals and battery in it were found or made in the US or one of the US's free trade partners, and the final assembly had to have happened in North America. There are also price caps. If Rebecca chooses a van, SUV, or a pickup truck, it needs to be less than $80,000, and any other car has to be less than $55,000. Confusing, right? Luckily, the Department of Energy made a list of EVs that meet those requirements, which can be found at this link. If Rebecca meets the income requirements, she can claim a credit on her taxes. That credit is up to $3,750 or $7,500, depending on what components are in the EV she chooses. But maybe Rebecca doesn't want a brand new EV. She starts looking at used versions to cover all her bases. If she goes to a dealership and chooses a car that's at least 2 years old and under $25,000, and if she meets the income requirements, she could get a tax credit worth up to $4,000, depending on the cost of the vehicle. Rebecca picked out her dream car. Nice work, Rebecca! Now, time to look into renovating her home. Luckily, she doesn't have to look too hard. She can actually pay someone else to look and get money back. The federal government provides a tax credit under the Inflation Reduction Act of 30% of the cost, up to $150, of having a licensed professional come and check out ways your home could be more energy efficient. Rebecca's auditor points out a few changes she could make and helps her look at options. She can get tax credits up to $1,200 for upgrading to an energy-efficient HVAC system and renovating her doors, insulation, and windows to be more efficient. But it's not all tax credits. In the near future, she'll also be able to claim rebates on renovations that lower her energy use, like upgrading her insulation and ventilation. If Rebecca's household is low income, she'll also be able to claim rebates on energy-efficient appliance upgrades instead of having to claim them on her taxes. But let's say Rebecca wants to go even further and fully modernize her home. She can claim tax credits up to $2,000 per year to install a heat pump, which doesn't require a furnace to heat the home. She can also claim a tax credit worth 30% of the cost of clean energy technologies, like rooftop solar or wind turbines, as well as having battery storage for renewable sources. Now, it's worth pointing out that the tax credits will be taken out of Rebecca's annual federal taxes, so the credits will reduce the amount she owes or increase her refund. And the big bonus? She'll start saving money on her electricity bill almost immediately. Pretty much all of these incentives are in place until the early 2030s, so Rebecca can take her time prioritizing her renovations. Are you planning on taking advantage of any of these incentives?